Oh, yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, much better, yeah. Yeah. um, cool, let's get started. Okay, so I'm here with Paula Pavlova from Gaia Collective. I'm say again. I'm here. I'm here with Paula Pavlova from Gaia Collective, and I have a bunch of questions for you. I'm very, very excited because I have a lot of questions about crystals. Yes. So actually, and we'll get to Gaia Collective and what you do and how I came to know you, but my understanding of the moon boxes was very crystal based because that's what I received in my moon box. And so many of our friends here that attended the first yoga festival up in Harlem received these crystals. So, are you into crystals personally? Uh, wow, I didn't know about this. How did you get into it originally? Wow. Wow. So you did. I have all these crystals. I wanted to ask you about them because I don't know anything about them. I'll have to take them. Can you see? Okay, I'm going to write this down because this is going to be audio for the sanctuary listeners, but maybe I'll also provide a little worksheet with some of my crystals that I have here. So what crystal is this? And what's it called again? And what does this do? Mm. Yeah, that's really important. Okay, I have another one to ask you about. Let's see. This one. Yeah, it looks like that to me. And is this also rose quartz or is this something else? Rose quartz. And is that for love? Or am I, that's the big love one. Oh, wow. That's awesome. So, okay, let me show you a couple more. This one looks familiar to me. You love this stone. Purple. Amethyst. Oh, that's say it again. Chev- Chevron. So yeah, so some stones are just like the pure what one kind, and some are multiple rocks that have fused together. Yeah, conglomerate. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that sounds really powerful. uh, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Cause I, okay, okay. I want to get more to that in a minute about the protection stones, and because that's important to me. I just wanted to ask you about these couple more because you gave them to me. And what's that for? Because the heart chakra is green. Some people don't know that. Yeah. And then I don't know if these are the same. They look like they might be. I'll put them up kind of close to you. But maybe not. Yes. I get a dreamy, calm feeling from them collectively. Like the colors are very calming. And when we talked about like the sanctuary and some images that I'm using for this site, I thought a lot about my altar, which has these all. Now I may, after this conversation, have to use them a different way because they've been just all sitting together. But one thing that's okay, I needed to know that. One thing that I've noticed is like it's good for me because I have a lot of pitta energy, I have a lot of fire energy. So collectively they feel a bit cooling, calming. What you're saying is resonating. Soapy, dreamy, and I've liked having that, in my meditation space. It's a different energy for me, and I think it's important to balance out the fire and the candle that's always lit. Mm. I love that. So it's not that one crystal is for healing and one crystal is for protection. Like, is there one crystal that's for general healing, or am I hearing you say it's more like a certain crystal might be for circulation, a certain crystal might be for headaches? Mm, yeah. 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 And so you mentioned some ways, but I really did want to understand more about how you use them. If the quality of the crystal is the same if you put it into a jewelry, um, should I sit and rub it with my hand? Should I? I mean, you said some of yours are hidden away, some are out in certain quarters of the room. Is there like feng shui with this? How does it all work? Yes. Money. Yes. Mm. Oh, nice. Oh. Can you tell me about, well, two things. One, just about the question of crystals in jewelry. If it's the same, you see them a lot, the ring, sometimes a pendant. Let's start with that. I'm really curious about that. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense to me. We even say with the yoga practice, don't talk about your practice. It's private, it's for you. So that's what you're finding in your ritual practice, and that is your yoga practice. It's something sometimes is depleted from it when it's out there with everyone. When we hold something quiet, it can amplify it, and it keeps it very sacred to us. I think that's beautiful. I have also heard, and I think I had emailed this to you, that some things about like touching people's crystals and so is it true when we hold the crystal? Now, I once had someone give me a crystal, and she told me that she put intentions in there for me. Have you heard anything of this? And do you have any, ideas if that's truthful and how it works? And I actually can't remember. I can't remember. I remember that it was smooth, which is another question I had for you about smooth stones. Yeah, versus the rougher stones, which I've heard are better, stronger. Mm. So many. So, should we let people touch our crystals or touch others? Can someone actually put an intention into a crystal? Wow. 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 Mm. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, of course. Um, how does it work? I mean, you've explained it a little bit, energetic fields, which I understand. Because, I mean, I always say Einstein was the greatest yogi because he's the one that said it. Everything is energy. Matter is just energy. And that's how I see the world. And that's what I believe is yoga. Basically, if you had to give one sentence, that's the core that I live by. So I love, I love the, also my guru, Patabi Joyce, of the Ashtanga yoga lineage was famous for saying yoga is a science. Mm. Wow. I was gonna say. Yeah. 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 Because energy, emotions are just energy. And so they're changing. They're always vibrating differently. So, yeah, that's awesome. I'm wondering if the shape of the crystal makes any difference. Yeah. Which is good. Mm. Yep. Wow. Some of that stuff that's been lodged in for a couple lifetimes, right? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It opens up the conversation, like you were saying in the beginning. And I love that. I never thought of crystals as like this conversation piece between people and like in this fostering of community. That was a real new thought for me. And I think that's cool now. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to give one of my crystals, but not yet. But soon. I think I should. I have many here. So I love that you put that little seed in me. I was thinking with shapes, and you said it about pendants, because you do see the crystal pendants. So I was wondering if the pendant shape is particularly important, and also you mentioned very briefly about clear crystals. If you could say anything about that shape and about clear crystals. Ah, yeah. Wow. That is super cool. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. 'Cause I talk a lot about time and the relativity of time and but that gives it deeper meaning. You know, it's like yeah, it's because I always say well time is sort of man-made, right? But maybe not. It's earth-made. Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. That's like, all right, I mean, how can you deny that now? You can't. You're living it. Every single person is living it. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. And surrender. Tell me, so for someone who wants to go out and get some crystals, are all places the same to purchase your crystals? I mean, we have here on the street tables and tables, people selling crystals. You like the street? Yeah. Based on your own feelings of what it's worth to you, right? I have noticed that in the store. That, yeah, everything you're saying. The prices, the little card, not too much information. Um, yes, yes. Like getting like a really random reading that's very vague, that kind of thing. Well, tell me more about the Moonbox because I experienced so far just the mini moon box, which was so generous that you donated for the festival. So I don't even think I realized that the moon box comes with more than crystals. So, share a little bit about the moon boxes, what comes each month, and how crystals are related to the moon, the whole thing. Uh-oh. Is it too late to order? It's going to be too late by the time my listeners hear this, but I know you're sending a gift to all of them, and you got to give them, you got to list your website and how they can, become subscribers. Oh my gosh. Mm, yep. Wow. It's that's a lot. I'm really impressed. I knew you were amazing, but I'm blown away by the thought into each element, and the ability of a box to change a person and change a world. I'm really into that. Um, yeah. I'm so glad that we have this conversation because even though I've known you, we haven't had time to really get into it like this. So I don't think that I've, really understood how deep it is. First of all, I'm definitely in on next month. The feather earrings, service is one of my big things. I'm all about the service and the way that it spreads and giving, full-heartedly and without any expectation, but just giving. I mean, giving is just so good for the giver. Giving is for you. There's this in the Jewish tradition that someone had asked, is it better to give a big lump sum or to give, a penny to each person kind of thing. And the answer was actually to give smaller amounts. And the reason is each time that you give, they say it like cracks your heart a little bit. It opens you. So the act of giving each time you do it, and I feel that, I feel that it's an emotional step each time I take that move to give. And it's also something that's a practice. It takes practice. It's not easy. Yeah, that's it right there. Yesterday, my friend was honoring a friend of hers lost a child, and they just asked on the anniversary of his birthday for everyone to do these. They called it Alex Acts of Kindness. So random acts of kindness dedicated in his name, and I was like 3-4 people removed. But I was like, oh, it's so beautiful what you're doing, because she was tagging them on social media, and she goes, so do one. And I thought, yeah. So I reached out to someone unexpectedly, that they weren't expecting anything from me, and I sent them a little note of appreciation and a gift, and I was like sitting on my couch, like jumping up and down after, like, this feels so good. I should do this more often. Yeah, do one. It's not over. So yeah, thank you. Then now I did my deed. I spread my acts of kindness, and you did as well. You taught me so much today. I know we're just scratching the surface. Well, they will. They will. They are, and it's growing. Tell people how they can find you. Oh, huge party. Yes. I see it already. I see that. I work with a lot of artists as well. We show artists at the studio, so I want to encourage them to use the hashtag Align with Gaia. Align with Gaia. Thank you. And that was done by an artist student of mine. So, yeah, featuring artists and letting them do their thing, like they have some magic. I just let I just let them do their magic, and just enjoy it. And they do it intuitively, just like you were saying about just picking your crystal. That's how like that all came together. It was like magic. And what is an alchemist exactly? Creation. Well, I love it. Love it. Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're doing and the kind of people you're drawing to you. So I want to encourage those people to reach out to you, from my network as well, and to connect with you, if they have something that they feel they can offer to the moon box. How cool would that be? Just combine forces. East Coast, West Coast, and everything in between. And I want to be there at your party, at your collective, the big collective one day. I don't know. That one day feels very soon to me. So I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that out there. I'm good at party planning, so if you need a little help, definitely known for events. Yeah, we should, offline, we should definitely talk about that some more. I hope we can get you this year out in May for the festival, and that's definitely another conversation, to have for the third year. We're gonna make that a bigger, longer, full day extravaganza. So hopefully we'll get you out there. Yeah. Yay! Thank you. Good, good. Keep your great work. Tell everyone one more time the website. Good. Follow, follow. I'm going on now. I gotta get this Aquarius box. I'm getting too excited. Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Right back at you. Right back at you. I'm gonna get that stone that you opened the book up to as a sort of, yeah. I actually, right before we go, I want to tell you, I do that. Also a meditation trick. You know that, right? To open a book like that. So that was a very powerful moment that we had. That was the universe telling us that we were very much in alignment. Yeah, so I think, in honor of this conversation, I want to get that stone. So, um, thank you so much. You too. I'll talk to you soon. I will. Bye.